Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hi.
In case you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're Avery Street Design Studio.
With the dogs.
Yeah. Okay, today's episode is the 9th episode of our Christmas series, but this one's different. It has nothing to do with decor.
How have we done 9?
I don't know. It's gone by really fast. But this episode is gift giving. And so we've looked all over the internet and came up with some great ideas that you can make very easily that will make great gifts.
Yeah.
You can feature them in your shop, on your Etsy shop, or at craft shows.
We don't sell them at all, just give them to the people you love.
Or just give them to the people you love, yes. So the first item is called a dad organizer.
Mm-hmm.
It can be for any man. You don't have to be a dad.
Yep.
It's this great kind of stand, and it's 2 pieces of wood that fit together to create a place for the man to...
Kind of like a phone holder looking thing.
Phone holder where you can plug your phone in, you can hang your keys on it, put your wallet there, your change, your pocket change, your money, all that stuff. I think that's a great gift. People will really use that.
Yep.
And the best thing about it is it comes apart and it's just 2 flat boards for shipping. So shipping you could do free because you can do really that if it fits, it ships. You can just include that in the price of the product.
These flat envelopes might hold this one.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, the second one is very simple but very cool pallet wood with a cross cut out of it. I don't know how a better way to say that.
Well, it's wood, pallet wood,
hanging.
and then there's openings in the wood to form a cross.
Yep.
It's a really pretty item. That would be a great gift for people that you know that
lots of people love the reason for Christmas, which you should, and this would be great for them.
It would.
Yep.
And the next thing is a longitude, latitude, GPS coordinates sign. This couldn't be simpler.
That's pretty easy.
It's just a board, and you can do it either one or 2 ways. Engrave it across with a laser engraver, or stencil. We'll probably show you both ways if we have time to do both ways.
Right.
But I'll show you with stencil.
And this one you can customize with names, family names, cities, addresses, anything you want.
Yeah, it doesn't have to just be a city. It can be your actual address or anything like that. So those are really cool.
And then we're going to do a small 12-inch engraved monogram clock. You know, clocks are our thing.
Yes.
So this will be the first clock we've done with our laser tool.
Yes.
I don't know why. We just haven't had time to explore those options, but this one will be cool. It's cool. I don't know what else to say. It's a clock. It's awesome.
But whatever we do with our engraver, for those of you that don't have an engraver, because I understand we went years without having one, you can also do the same thing with stencils. Just make the stencils, make the monogram, and use your Faber-Castell markers, and it would be a breeze.
Yep.
So we'll show you guys that. And that's about it for today.
I want to pause for a second and thank John McQueen with McQueen Woodworks. He sent us, here, I'll put a picture here, these super cool little Captain Spaulding ornaments. You know, I'm all about Captain Spaulding.
Yes.
Thank you, John. We appreciate it very much. That was super nice of you. Yeah. Okay.
So, and if you guys stick around to the end, you'll see, of course, all the finished products. All the measurements and how much we'll sell them for. And we'll also have our viewer submission.
We have one this week so far.
And, next week's Thanksgiving. I know we all got a lot to do this week and next week, but we'll get it all done. Like next week's video will just be kind of a vlog edition of our Thanksgiving, because we won't have time to do projects next week. But we appreciate you guys, hearing from you guys that you would be okay with seeing that.
We're not that interesting, I promise you.
Well, you never know.
But anyway, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with anybody you think might be interested. It helps us out a ton.
It does.
So that's about it. I guess let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
Yep. All right, I've gone ahead and glued up some pieces of mahogany to make some solid boards. These are both 15 long by about 8.5 wide. And we've gone ahead and drawn up a template for this thing that we will share in the description probably. We'll give a copy of them to you so you can make your own. I'm going to start by tracing the templates onto the wood, and then we will cut them out. So let's do that right now. Okay, let's get these traced out real quick. I was going to use a pencil, but pencil's really hard to see on mahogany, so we're going to use a Sharpie. And you don't have to use mahogany. This is just, you know, we have a big pile of it back there that we never use, and this seems like an appropriate gift for it.
Pallet wood mahogany.
Yeah, it's pallet wood.
It's always such a great find when we find mahogany pallets.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a piece of tape on that particular template that he's working on now. My holes weren't lining up on the thing, so we had to adjust it. So we'll make sure that the one we share with you is correct.
Yep. All right, we're going to start out by trimming off as much of this as we can at the miter saw, and then we'll make a couple passes on the table saw and then the band saw. We're going to use every tool we have in the shop today for this thing. So we've got this hole right here that the other tongue kind of fits through, and I'm taking a, what is that, a 5/8 inch Forstner bit and making a few holes so I can get my jigsaw blade in there. So there you go. And I've got it sitting on another piece so it doesn't blow out the back side of the piece I'm drilling through.
We really need to buy a drill press.
We don't have one right now,
I know.
though. Yeah.
Really, really need one.
And then we'll just come back with the jigsaw and cut the rest out. Okay, we're going to make a little enclosure, I guess, for your change or your keys or whatever. I've cut up some very thin strips of mahogany. Those are like 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, and we're just going to outline this little square I've drawn.
You could also route it out, but we don't really trust ourselves to do that.
My eyesight is failing and I can't see very well.
We've got to go get glasses for Aaron.
I've always had perfect eyesight and now I don't. Frustrating. We're just going to put a little tiny dab of glue on there and some itty bitty nails and we'll be in good shape. Not much. right, let me fill those and we'll sand it and we'll...
Put it together and let's see it.
Sorry.
Let me back up. There we go. Now turn it and see all sides. And you got the little tray for your change.
And stick your wallet in there.
Yep, your keys hang on that thing right there. Your watch goes on that other end that's got the opening.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, there you go.
Pretty cool. All right, now we're going to start the pallet wood cross wall hanging thing. And we're going to start out by ripping some pieces of pallet wood down in half, and then we'll figure out how to put it together. Alright, we've got our wood laid out. You can see the cross where it's going to be.
Let me zoom in. Okay.
We've got our boards from the bottom to the top, 1 through 8. We've got them marked so we know where to put them. We're going to go back and we're just going to start cutting off ends and cutting the cross out, and then we'll puzzle piece it back together.
Very nice.
Okay, we got our cross laid out. I've taken a picture of all the measurements for you guys. We're just gonna take a couple pieces of wood we've planed down a little thinner, and we're just gonna staple these on the back.
Easy peasy.
Yep. All right, we'll do the cross also in golden oak.
In case you guys haven't figured out, golden oak is our favorite stain color.
It is. We use it a lot.
It's such a beautiful color. Not sponsored by Minwax either, but
No.
we would sure.
We use a ton of their stuff.
Yeah, we do. This is such a great, simple project because basically it's just cutting wood to measurements and then, you know, hooking it together with backboards. Couldn't get any easier than that.
No.
And if you wanted to make some stencils to put like a Bible verse or something, or anything on there, you could.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
Yes. Submission time.
Yay! So exciting.
Yes.
We had 3 this week. You guys did an awesome job as usual.
Yes.
The first one is Bob Pike.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. He did these super cool little churches and the puzzle. I get puzzle piece reindeer is what we'll call them.
Yes.
Did an awesome job.
They look great.
Really good. Thank you, Bob. We had a repeat submission this time from Malika Green.
So talented.
Yeah,
You're so talented,
so good
Malika.
at what you
Thank
do.
you.
She did the deer head silhouette, which turned out way better than mine did.
Yes.
Fantastic job, Malika.
Yes.
Thank you. And then we had Michelle Kelly.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. She did the kind of combined a couple of our things. She did the open Christmas tree with a nativity scene in the middle of it with the star up on top.
It looks great.
You did a really good job. We appreciate all 3 of you guys sending your stuff in.
Yes, you're all so talented.
We love seeing your stuff.
Yes.
If you guys want to participate as usual, send your stuff in to our email address right here at the bottom. We'd be more than happy to show your stuff off.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This off.
Okay, now we're going to do the GPS board. What we're going to use, we want to do oak and mahogany. We don't have any oak that's got no holes in it long enough, so we're going to do 2 mahoganies, which will be fine. Mahogany's awesome. I'm going to cut as much of the hole out as I can to give her some longer pieces. Okay, we have 2 different colors of mahogany. All we have to do is sand it and engrave it and stencil it and then put some finish on it. We're going to run these through the planer real quick because there's no way to sand that off. Mahogany is hard as a rock.
Okay, so here is the laser engraved GPS coordinate sign, and I told you guys I would also show you one with stencils for those of you who don't have a laser engraver, because it took forever for us to have one, so I completely understand. Not everybody has access to that. So I have made these. They're just a stencil font on Cricut. They're called Stardust stencils, and I printed them out. And in case you want to know how to do degrees on your keyboards, I didn't know this until you guys hear Rupert drinking water in the background. Sorry.
Do this right now. Very thirsty.
I didn't know you could do this, but we Googled it and figured out you just push Alt 0176 and you will get a degrees sign pop up from your keyboard. So that's a cool little thing I found out.
Pro tip.
So I made the stencils on Cricut. The Norman, Oklahoma is also Stardust stencils. And then I found...
Would you stop drinking
Rupert,
water?
stop.
Quit.
I found a compass, and I had to put some objects to connect it to make it a stencil, but I'll show you guys later on how to do that on Cricut in case you don't know, because you can turn any font, any image into a stencil. It's just, you just have to connect areas so that, you know, it won't just all be out. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on my stencil. And this is on mahogany. And it is so pretty. I for the life of me, don't understand why they make pallets out of mahogany, but I'm glad they do. Because otherwise I wouldn't have access to this. Well, I could go buy it, but it would be so expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to, what's the name of that store, Aaron? Woodcraft, and looked at their wood. They have such beautiful different wood species. They have a really pretty one called Purple Heart and a red and black, like African striped wood that's so pretty. I always want to buy wood every time we go there. And we usually come out of there with a small piece or two. And then we sit it down and it collects dust and we don't do anything with it. We haven't figured out what to do with it yet. So I'll let Aaron speed this up so you guys don't have to sit and watch everything at regular speed. All right, there we go.
Good. So I've glued up some little pieces of cedar. This is not how we typically make our clocks. They're not solid pieces when we make them, so we did this one a little bit different, but I'm going to cut this one down to 13 inches, and I'm going to plane it so it's flat, and then I'm going to cut it into a circle. Okay. 12-inch circle. I'm going to sand it real quick, and then we're going to take it home and we're going to engrave it and probably put some sort of finish on it after that.
Yep.
So we are mostly clear coating all the stuff we made this week. We're going to stain the clock and the cross thing, and we're going to use Old Faithful golden oak.
Oh, that's going to be so pretty.
Yep.
Y'all, cedar stains up so beautifully.
It does.
With all the little variations of color in it. It's a beautiful color. It's pretty just natural too, but I thought this would look really good stained, and I already love it. The laser engraver is amazing. Now Aaron and I just want to like laser everything we can get our hands on. And if you guys haven't tried out Canva for making your designs, that program is so easy to use, and they just have every kind of image or anything on there you could possibly want.
We are not sponsored by Canva. We just really like the program a lot.
We would love to be sponsored by Canva though.
All right, there's the clock.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so these are the 4 items we did this week on our gift giving episode.
Yep.
All of these would make great Christmas gifts for someone. You know, give them to your family or sell them for other people to give to their families.
Decor is great, and we love doing decor.
Well, this is decor still.
Yeah,
But
I mean, these are personalized things you can give, which mean more to people sometimes. Okay, we started with the...
If you guys hear some rustling
Stupid
around,
dog.
it's Rupert. He's in his dog box rattling. Okay, Rupert, that'll do. Sorry, guys.
He's quiet all morning until we get the camera out.
Yeah, here's Rupert.
Stupid.
Love him.
Okay. We started with the organizer. It turned out really good.
Yes.
For the first time out, I could probably do a few things different, but this one turned out really good.
Show them how it just takes apart.
Yeah. We showed you in the video, but it's a 2-piece thing. A little tongue that fits through the hole here in the front.
So this is where your wallet fits in. Your watch will go around here. Your glasses here. Your keys will hang on this.
And then your phone.
Your phone right here. And then back here is a little bowl for your change.
Yep.
So that's, you know, if anybody ever still has change.
This one's going to be mine because it's got my initials on it, so I'm proud to have it.
So the laser engraver did those amazing. I love that.
We are...
you could also do stencils, though. You could stencil the initials on there.
We're becoming increasingly more sponsored by Xtool. We're super happy to have them as a sponsor, an ongoing relationship with them. So we'll be showing them a lot. I hope you guys don't mind, but the laser thing is awesome.
Yeah.
You should really, if you're into this, and especially if you want to be into it full time, it's a tool that you really ought to have.
We have found so many ideas. I look on Pinterest a lot, and just put laser cutter projects, and man, stuff I wouldn't even have thought of.
Right.
But we're going to really start incorporating this in our business and listing them because they just turn out so nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we would do $125 on this.
Now this is made of mahogany. So.
Yep. And you can buy mahogany at any hardwood retailer.
Yeah.
You can buy oak at Home Depot or Lowe's if you want to do oak, or you can do pallet wood, and whatever. It packs up flat. It wouldn't be much to ship.
No, it could fit in one. If it fits, it ships boxes.
We would do $125 on that. That's pretty
free shipping.
Free shipping. That's a pretty average price on something like that.
And people pay more for stuff to be personalized. But like I said, don't fret if you can't get a laser machine. You can make stencils. Yeah. You can buy pre-made letters, and you could just tape them together, use one stencil at a time, and even them out, and then personalize it like that until you are to a point where you can buy a laser.
Yep. So that's awesome.
Yes. And Xtools has a variety of prices of lasers. They have small ones all the way up to the really big ones. Yeah. So
they're pretty affordable for what they can do.
There are even handheld lasers. You just sit it on the board, it does its thing, and then you lift it off. I didn't even know those existed.
Yeah, so that's going to be an ongoing relationship with them.
Yes.
The second one we did was the cross.
And I love this.
Yep, it turned out really good.
It's made out of pallet wood, so it was completely free. The only cost in it was a tiny bit of stain and the sealer. We just sealed it, but I love that. I love the rusticness of it. You could even use old pieces of fence. Like if you find a place, say Facebook Marketplace, somebody getting rid of old fence pickets, grab those up because you can make stuff like this really easily out of them.
Yeah, and it can be raw wood. You don't have to stain it or seal it. The more rustic, the better on things like this. Yeah, people love that.
You can even dry brush white paint on rustic stuff and make it look really like aged, chippy paint. That would be a great look too.
We would go $50 on this one.
Yeah.
And you can, like she said in the video, you can personalize it. You can put Bible verses or family names or any of that on it. So that's a pretty unlimited project you can do with that one. All right, the next one is the coordinates boards.
Yes.
This one is the one with the laser.
With the laser.
This is the one she did with the stencils.
Yeah, so like I'm showing you here, you can do anything you can do with that, you can do with the stencil. It's just a little more time, takes a little more time to do it, but I just made these stencils on Cricut. That's what I always do, and you have to make the words a little bigger because it's real hard to stencil quite that tiny.
I don't know if you could do that.
And I couldn't do the north, south, getting the directions wrong, y'all. North, south, east, west on that because the letters would have been too tiny.
Yeah, I don't know if you can marker that small.
Yeah, and to get the degree sign, don't forget, because I didn't know this. I was excited about it. It's
Control 0176.
Alt 0176. Yep.
Weird. So those we would do 45 each on those.
And you'll just put down on your Etsy listing, you'll just put a thing for them to put their city. Now all you have to do to get the coordinates is Google GPS coordinates for that city, and it pulls it right up, and you just put it in.
Yep.
So easy.
Yep. Those are cool. So what did I say? 45.
Yeah, and you can put a hanger on the back if you want, or you can just sell them as a sitter, a leaner.
And there's people we've seen that make them out of like old whiskey barrels or something like that. You can make them on anything.
Oh,
anything you can put wording or lettering on, you can do. So
we were just into the mahogany pallets this week, so
it's all cool. All right, and then the last one we did was the tiny little 12-inch clock.
Yeah, and we did 12-inch because the laser area is, the depth is 13 inches, so we can't really go more than that unless the thing is in pieces and then put together. You could go bigger. But I think it turned out really cute.
It's really awesome. And people like little clocks. We sell giant clocks, but we get lots of requests for little ones too.
Yeah, and this clock template, the numbers and the design around the edges, the flowers, the font, all of it was on Canva. I just designed that on Canva. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit it.
That's okay.
And then he put it in the Xtools program, and
Yeah,
engraved
about 45 minutes. It burned all that into the wood.
so,
It looks awesome.
You know, Canva has been a game changer for me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about it, and then I found out about it when we started editing videos because we make our thumbnails in Canva. And then I started playing around with it and making all these other designs. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, it's great.
Yeah.
Like we've said before, we're not sponsored, but we would love to be.
Yeah.
So if they ever reach out to us,
Shout out Canva.
Yeah.
Here we are. So we would do 105 on this one.
Yeah.
Shipping would be free. It wouldn't cost anything to ship that little tiny box.
And it doesn't weigh very much.
Yeah.
And then you just order the clock parts. You know, all the wholesale clock parts, people have variations of sizes of hands and stuff. So
Temu's a good spot for clock parts.
yes.
Yep.
We found out they have them really, really good ones.
Yep. So that's it for the projects this week.
Yes.
Next week we'll be doing the vlog style for Thanksgiving. You guys have said you want to see that.
Yes.
Don't know why, but we'll show you. So keep an eye out for that next weekend.
We're gonna start out by like taking you guys shopping for our Thanksgiving food with us, and
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's yes, it is a lot of work coming up this week, but we'll get through it.
Yep.
So
be sure to. Oh, go ahead.
sorry. I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving, and
We appreciate you guys watching very much,
yes.
becoming part of our life. It's been great. We love all of you.
yes, and go ahead.
Yeah, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and share it if you can.
Yes.
It helps. We're growing every week. We're getting
We
bigger.
are so greatly appreciate
Yeah,
you guys.
we appreciate you guys so much.
Yes.
So I think that'll do it for this week.
We'll see you next
We will.
Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.